Hello, welcome to the Women's Cave, you guys. I know we're like an hour and almost half late, but we were waiting for our guest that is unfortunately unable to with us today because they have an event coming up and they had to cancel, um, which makes me sad. But I'm so excited that her event is going so well, and I would rather her deal with last minute issues than come on our show. I mean, well, I wouldn't rather it, but I'd rather her event go up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Y'all know what I'm saying?
definitely. So the guest that we were supposed to have today, we will actually introduce after we finish our introduction.
Hello, I'm
Because we're
Jade.
actually here.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we are. I'm Jade, and yes, we're back from vacation, you guys. You can see our wonderful set is back, and we're back.
to the
You know,
grind.
my hair doesn't look all crazy like it did on vacation because I didn't care. I was like, I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the beach. I'm so excited for the beach. Anyway,
I missed the beach.
I missed the beach.
The beach.
I missed the girls. I missed the ladies. The other ladies were
Oh my
nice.
goodness, the other ladies were awesome. We got a lot done. You guys know we
Yes.
have another book coming out in September. The Labor Day weekend, we actually started
Actually,
it.
it's a pre-order, so here we
Yeah.
go. And I thought I could juggle it all. It's gonna be for pre-order over Labor Day weekend. It's probably gonna look like this. So you guys go out, pre-order it. And yeah, I mean, for women, we always think that we can juggle it all. And for all the men out there that are listening to us, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you think you can do it too until someone tells you you're not Superman or Superwoman, or until something knocks you down and you're like, what? I can't have my full-time job and have my part-time job and my hobbies and my kids and my wife and everything.
Make
And
all the events and have all the fun, right?
right. So
plus, if you don't have the kids, the wife, and the house, there's always, I can't have my full-time job, my part-time job, pay all my bills, and party all night. I'm actually a fan of this one,
yeah.
the latter.
I mean, I don't have
kids
any
and house,
kids either. But that's why we have some other ladies that work with us on this book. And I thought I could juggle it all. We'll be out for pre-order over the Labor Day weekend. So look for that. Pre-order it up, you guys. And we thank you for your support in advance. You guys have really supported us, and we appreciate it. But you know I have to finish my plug. Okay.
Plug.
And then this one, and I thought being grown up was easy, is out for order right now. And I thought divorce was bad with other life lessons. All of them are going to be available. Well, not the dark purple one. And I thought I could check it out. But eventually, it'll all be available on Amazon.com to BarnesNoble.com.
Hey, y'all, we're trying to move fast. Well, because, you got to go when inspiration go. And inspiration hits you at the beach, especially if you had like one margarita.
She has
I'm going to cop up to one margarita.
I don't have any margarita. I'm trying to lose some weight. Well, not really lose weight, just, fit my clothes better.
Whatever, y'all. Just in case you don't know, we're going to London to be on television, like nationally syndicated TV, sit on the couch and chat it up with a host over there. So we're all trying to lose weight.
Well, we're trying to not look real big. Like, we love to eat, and we will say we like to go out and we like to have a few cocktails or wine or bourbon, whatever. We like to whiskey. We like to have it. And so we're trying to do a balancing act, which is all about our book. So we put our experiences in it, so you guys can know too. Okay, but today we were supposed to talk about getting your confidence back with the other lady that isn't here.
Oh, great. Let me do her introduction then. Her introduction would have been, her name is Jamisha, and she was the CEO of Epiphany Essentials, and she does discipline self-love. How to love yourself, how to regulate yourself so that you can get your confidence back, how to fight those bad feelings with positive thoughts. All of that would have been what she would have talked about today. But as I said before, we have an in-house speaker for that, and her name is JD. And yes, she's going to fill in for her again, and I'm going to deal with positive thinking as a abuse survivor, which we just talked about earlier this week. There's a lot of positive thinking. And if you want to review positive thinking and you're an abuse survivor or in an abusive relationship, view that show again. It was awesome. Monica does a great job, and she does great work.
She does, and hence why we are total supporters of her and all her good work that she has done. Okay, so we're talking about how to get your confidence back. That's very interesting because that means you've lost it somewhere, which is never a good thing. Never a good thing.
If you watch the classic Austin Power pictures, because they're so old.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you watch them, there was like, I need my mojo. Yep, that's what we're talking about.
We're talking about getting your mojo back. And sometimes, and it does actually start with positive thinking. A lot of people, they think of all the negative Oh, I gained 40 pounds. Oh, I don't have the job I want. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But you have to start thinking about what you do have. Like, oh, I have a car that runs. May not have air conditioning and heat, but it does run. And how many more people out there do not have that? And that's something that you can be like, well, at least I have this, be proud of what you have. Be proud, okay, yes, I do not have the job I want, but I do have a job because there's so many people or people out here that do not have a job. They just wish they could have any job. They will take a job that's like $9 an hour and rejoice because they haven't had a job for like 3 years.
That is so true.
So you have to think about what you have and think about it positively. Like, yes, you might be in a bad place right now and might be horrible, but what do you have that is going for you? And as long as you can remember what you have that's going for you, then you can get to the next step.
I've always said for the positive thinking because I have been in a 10-year spiral, and honestly, these books and this show and those ladies are the best thing that has happened to me in over a decade after leaving that very interesting relationship. Let's go with interesting.
We're gonna go with that one.
Yeah, let's go with the interesting relationship. I thought that it would get better. It did not get better. My life just kept going further and further downhill.
But I had to remind her all the time to remember what she did have. Count your
She
blessings.
did remind me what I did have. And one
Count
of the
your
big
blessings.
blessings was that she was like, hey, you're not in that relationship anymore.
You're not in that relationship, even if you have left an abusive relationship and things are horrible. Like they are like all the way down and you have no money and hardly anything is going for you. Just remember you're not there anymore. And that is what that Monica, see, waiting for it.
There's no beach.
There's no
so
beach.
We're not getting anything right.
So what she was talking about, and that's what she does. She helps people to recognize and offer classes and things like that with the counseling. And even if you are in counseling and thinking, oh my goodness, there's nothing else, I'm just a horrible person, just be happy that you're getting the help that you need.
Okay, back to what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
About the 10-year spiral. Okay, so I did the 10-year spiral thing. But what helped was that, first of all, she was always, you're not in that relationship anymore. Thank you, Jade. Hold on, high five for that.
Yes, we're looking real old school. We should have done that.
Bump.
There it is. That's better.
So, and then secondly, I have an imagination. So I always thought of where I wanted to be and what I was going to do once I got there. So each year I would evaluate what good had happened, what step I had taken. And a lot of times I couldn't see a secular step. I couldn't see a financial step. I couldn't even see a fashion step. But what I could see was an emotional step.
And I'm going to read
or a thought process that had been different. Or I had a new hope. And now, granted, those hopes hadn't come nowhere close to being manifested, but I had it. So that's what I took. I was like, I have the hope of this now because I've come this far. So maybe you're not getting to your goals, but you can see a clearer path to your goals. And that, even in the downward spiral, is worth something.
Also, I'm going to read you a quote from my old book our new book, and that's out. And I thought being grown up was easy. And also, I want to reference one from my old one. But here we go. Look back about how far you've come and revel in it. So success tastes so good. So maybe you're not where you want to be, but any little step that you take toward where you want to be, you're back here where you're like, I don't want it. But here's your goal all the way up here. These little steps that you have taken to get there, even just watching this show is actually a step probably. Even if that, just revel in that the point that you are getting to where you want to go. It might take you years, months, I don't know, the rest of your life.
The rest of my life.
But you're getting to where you want to be, and that's a blessing.
And I was also going to say, when I said the rest of my life, I was joking, yes. But after 10 years, everyone's like, oh my goodness, you're making it. Now you only got another like 9 or 10 years to go. And they're like, it's just such a brief thing. And I'm like, you're telling me from 20 years ago when I was like really smart and really pretty and had everything going on, I got to just wait 20 years for this one mistake to clear up. But hey.
It's
10
better
years
than
and I'm
never.
halfway the battle. So I just got another 10 to go. I'm just hoping my cheekbones hold up. Shoot.
No, she's not. But okay, you guys, we're gonna leave you because we're gonna talk too long on this subject. So we're gonna leave you with this, and just remember that wisdom is all around you.
If you're open to finding it and accepting it.
And remember to subscribe on our YouTube channel and to pick up our books on Amazon.com.
And BarnesandNoble.com. But quickly before we leave, we might have a blip of a moment of pause, September the 12th for the show. And then secondly, I want to say one more thing, that if we have a pause and we can't do the video show, we have a radio show, which is Blog Talk Radio at And I Thought. We also have a Roku station, which you can find the instructions to get it. So even if you can't find us on Google Hangouts, or you can't find us, keep up with us on YouTube, you can definitely find us on the Roku. And we are the And I Thought ladies. If you want instructions on how to do that,
please go to andwethought.com.
And you can always contact your ladies at ladies@andwethought.com. You can email us, and we love your emails, so thank you and keep them coming. Okay, you guys, I think we're finally going to wrap up. And our tagline was like a minute ago.
So I'm going to hit you with the sign.
We're hitting you with sign language.
I love you guys.
See you later.
Bye.